right. Last we left off, the team taking a break and in the pocket dimension that was created by Hades. You guys met Hades, Zephania officially. You guys spent some time inside this pocket dimension. Learned about a few things, and eventually had to leave due to the fact that since they're both ascended gods, you cannot be in their presence for too long, at least with the exception of Alistair and Azalia. The rest of you cannot be in their presence for too long without actually having fatal consequences. With that, you eventually get sent back on your way right outside of Castle Armeos. And that's pretty much where we left off. So, as you guys enter into not extremely cold, but there is snow beneath your feet. Not so much that you can't see. There is some grass line cut in there. The snow line is still a little bit wet. It's not fluffy snow. It looks like it's constantly snowing around here, but not so much as a cold draft to keep it always on the ground. You're in a constant hilly plains area. In the distance through this midline wind, you see a large town, maybe 2-3 miles away. It goes upwards on this big, huge peninsula-like cliff. Oversees what looks like a frozen ocean. It's just cold enough to at least keep ice on there, but you can at least see vessels in the sea that can at least cut through the ice. Within this, you can see that there is a large structure that surrounds it of a wall of a barrier. And as it goes up, you see a large structure that almost builds a castle into it. Almost to make the castle at the tip organic with the ground beneath it. As you guys decide to march on, is there anything you guys want to do as you guys are heading into this direction, knowing this is where you guys want to go?
Want might be a strong word. This is where the angels live.
Well, colder than I thought it would be.
Same. It is very cold here.
Oh, is it? I guess it is.
I'm
Wrap my
shivering.
wings around me and while I'm holding Klaus.
So, to imply, if you guys will look at the map now, the castle itself is under two different names. Under the royal name, it is Castle Armeos, but as a common name, it is Castle Azur. It covers up two different regions. The entrance to the kingdom itself is still within the Greenlands, but halfway through the town enters into Moondrift. It is the southern part of where you guys were with Pearlvale, but where Pearlvale itself is so cold it is hard to actually even live there. Moondrift itself has a constant draft that cuts the cold, making it available for people to actually live and survive without needing a specific adaptation to the weather.
Still cold.
Obviously, the further you go south, the more that can change, but at least the parts you're on where the snow is, at least on the most northern part of Moondrift, is where this is, and it is a tolerable cold. You guys feel, at least with your clothing right now, you might want to get some upgraded stuff once you get there, but you guys at least have some of you have armor on, your wings, a few of you have wings, maybe surround yourself with the wings to at least give yourself some extra layer. It's annoying, but not enough to actually damage you right now. As you move closer, you eventually see that as you come in, you do see a path that you eventually walk onto, and you see, not unlike the castle in the Shadowfell, there is kind of the King/Queen's Road. This is very much similar. A large, wide road that goes into the entrance of the kingdom. that is not only meant for nobles, but it is also for shipping, imports, exports. And you're seeing different carts, carriages that are coming back and forth. Even though you're told that the people that rule this are Azamars, you don't really see any Azamars amongst this company. You see a lot of elves. You see quite a many Goliaths. There are what looks like a decent amount of dwarves, but at least the dwarves that are in here usually stay in their own company. Maybe it's their business that, if you see a dwarf, they're part of a business that brings in imports and exports, and therefore they're only a dwarf or maybe gnome kind of group. You do see that there are soldiers coming back and forth, and they're not really stopping people, but they just kind of make sure that there's no problems that are being had, constantly checking to make sure no one's stealing anything, especially from each other's carriages. They're there to also protect the kingdom, but they're also making sure to protect their patrons. These guards you see going around have heavy leathers on. Most of them do, and these are pretty tall elves, all of them. Most of them are about... At first, you might think that they're Goliaths, but then you see their ear angles. You see a little bit more elongated bodies. They're tall, but they're tall for elves, but they're not Goliaths. They're wearing furs, they're wearing leathers. And each one of them, as far as a ceremonial weapon, usually is either has a javelin or what looks like a pretty aggressive battle axe. Is there anything I'm going to do before you head to the front gates of the kingdom itself?
I'm just looking around at the people who are leading the way.
Okay.
I'm going to pause and I'm going to turn to the group just to be clear. And I am looking mainly at Bjorn when I say this. Let's not talk about the whole Princess of the Shadowfell thing just yet to anybody.
Mum's the
Seems
word.
reasonable.
That makes sense.
All right. And I'll turn back.
I'm
and start
guessing
walking.
they'll probably guess who you are, though.
I don't feel like it's that obvious.
We've met your mom, love.
How well
Guess
is your mom known in the Feywild? I mean, is she known? Did she spend any time here before?
Have you heard of her
No.
being from
but,
here?
But
Not so much the Feywild as this family, I thought.
yeah, maybe. I mean,
Well, I've never met anyone from the Angel line. They've never come to the Shadowfell. So I feel like it's safe to believe that we've probably never been here.
Right, then.
okay,
Let's hope.
I think we'll be okay.
Unless they have magical means to figure it out, I doubt they would have. They would probably not know.
We can hope, I
Unless the
suppose.
vision we saw was history and not just alternative vision.
Oh, let's not get
If
into
they
that.
find
Let's
out, they
not
find
advert-
out. But let's
Right. Let's not
Not
advertise.
No,
It is-
Reed.
It is a good idea not
Agreed.
to advertise as we go in, because then you can at least get a feel for the area ahead of time. Before you have to mind your P's and Q's, I guess.
I feel like we need to do that anyway. Any particular P's and Q's we ought to be minding? Does anyone know?
don't commit murder.
Right then. We shall be ignorant bumpkins. It's what I do best.
Okay. As you guys follow, you guys get within about 100 feet of the main gate entrance. Now, compared to other castles, kingdoms, there are multiple ways to get in here. It looks like there's really only two ways as far as just a public citizen to get within the kingdom itself. The way you're coming in is through the grasslands, or another way is coming in from the west side, which is from the harbor, which looks like, since you guys are not coming on ship, that would be a very, very much giant U-turn to kind of get around. You have to go back down to the harbor, get back up. This seems like it's the only way to truly get in, as far as you can tell. As you go forward, you do notice that there are, even though it's one entrance, the entrance itself is about 100 feet wide. They're not being too particular about who let in, but they are kind of noticing who's a regular and who's new. And as the occasional new person, they just stop them and just ask them a few questions. You are notice that you obviously have not been here before. You can choose how you want to do this. If you want to just act like you belong, or if you address yourself or address somebody as you come in. You do see that people that are new come to the right side, and the regulars come in through the center and the left.
I automatically start going to the right in my typical hi.
You just see two gentlemen there. They have very leather helms on with what looks like almost kind of like almost like a blade edged in, almost like a mohawk kind of thing into it. And they have leather and steel pauldrons and bracers and everything like that. Looks like they are kind of ready in case somebody does fuck around with the trying to break in. Just looks at you. 1, 2, 3. Welcome. Can I ask for your reason of entrance? Business, pleasure?
Pleasure.
Kind of visiting.
Visiting?
We got
Curious.
visiting / restocking.
Oh, beautiful. Well, please enjoy our lovely town. We have many different things that are going on now. It is actually currently our winter festival, so please enjoy. If you're looking for any kind of fun, there are games all over the place, so go enjoy. If you're looking for anything else outside of the business, please come back and register, as they just kind of open up a gate and let you come through.
Guys, can we go to the festival at some point?
I mean,
Are we going to have a choice?
Well, we kind of have a choice. I mean, we can go in, we can see the castle, but while we're here, we may as well stop by a festival.
Might not be a bad
Why don't we
idea
get-
to see kind of the culture.
I was going to say, we might as well get the lay of the land. It's one way, I suppose.
also, if we're
And
going
maybe
to
pick
do
up
that-
some tidbits of information.
and also maybe some warmer clothes while we're here.
Warmer clothes would be good.
Oh. Yeah.
Roneen's like, I'm fine.
I'm just waiting for.
She keeps forgetting.
Is Nova's shivering
cold.
over here? Like,
Just waiting for Joe to be like one of the shopkeepers and just being the guy from Yoo-hoo!
Would you like some carrots?
All right. As you go in this town, because of its constant weather, constantly changing back and forth between, pretty much at least seems like around here, it's always switched back and forth between winter and spring and back and forth. They never really bothered really kind of paving in the streets. Most of it is cobblestone. A lot of the huts, a lot of the businesses themselves are usually more of a hut style, with the exception of really expensive businesses. Most of them are hay coverings and more of a kind of a brick exterior. Throughout this, you do tell that this town and this kingdom is very religious as well. Within every about 2 blocks, there's a statue representing some kind of god or some kind of deity of some kind. The usual, what looks like around here, the usual representation for anybody who uses these statues to do it is usually leaving some kind of plant life on the statue, whether it is some kind of weed or some kind of flower on top. There's occasionally some candles everywhere, but it looks like it's not common due to the wind, as they would easily be blown out. But also on every intersection too, there are beautiful, beautiful sets of bushes and flowers everywhere where it's easy just to pick something that is unique. Just as unique as it is to be in the Shadowfell to find a very intricate kind of flower that belongs there, there is unique things that are here that you can't even find in the rest of the Feywild. As you go in, the festival itself kind of starts about 2 blocks in. And the festival itself looks like it's actually a second hand to something else. There is currently a tournament going on right outside the head castle itself, called the Tournament of Champions. And this festival itself is meant to hype up the town for going over to see a tournament. Right now, it looks like you can win tickets to be there, or you have to pay some decent money. But it looks like most of the tickets to actually watch the tournament itself have been sold out. There are businesses all over. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna flag somebody down that works there. Hi, excuse me. Where can I get tickets?
Are you just asking someone in the festival?
Yeah.
Well, if tickets to the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looks fun.
Well, I mean, if you want to watch a tournament, they've been sold out for a couple days. I mean, you can try to win some if you want. I don't know.
How
about,
can I do that?
Well, I mean, there's a couple ways. One is you can do some challenges that go around the actual lands. The other one is you can fight the other person who won a ticket and try to get theirs and become a people's choice.
Oh,
People,
side-eye
there's
Bjorn.
there's always a people's choice every year, and it's the last person standing to see who gets a ticket.
And this is a ticket for the tournament to watch or to be in it?
Oh, to be in it. Yeah, I mean, to be in it. Unless you have you win some kind of favor. But yeah, it's.
How do you win a favor?
You got to know one of the actual champions. Some people buy their way in.
Whether the champ
There is, and kind of points out way in the distance and kind of like shows like near the entrance to the actual tournament. There's like a giant board that has several signs on it, and each one has like a sketching of different people on them. From the distance, it looks like some of them are set in 2s and a couple of them are set in 1s.
I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna nudge Bjorn and be like, "You want to go look?"
So what is this thing?
It's a fighting
thing
tournament.
better to do.
Oh.
Might be fun to watch.
I'll walk over with Bjorn and look at the roster.
Okay.
I heard fighting, and now I'm curious.
It takes you some time to get there, even though you can see it from the distance. But you get there, and you're like halfway through town at this point. So you see, hang on, I gotta pull up the people. You see several signs. Currently, you do see that there's also another name for this tournament. A tournament is called the. I gotta remember it. Battle of the Ancients. There looks like there are a few teams. 2 sets of 2s. You do see that there's no name on the sets, but you see that one of them specifically has a lion head to represent 2 of them. Another one looks like it has just a singular green face with pointed ears. That's another one for a set of 2. And then the 2 that are singles, they actually have names on them. So one has the name Mortov on it, and the other one has Thrine, Thryne. Thrine is the only one that has a unique stamp on it, and it actually matches the actual tournament logo.
I don't recognize any of these people, do I?
Mm-mm.
I'll point to the one with the tournament stamp on it. If we were going to bet, we might want to put our money on that one. I don't even know if we can bet.
Is there like a prize list or something for this tournament?
If you could give me an investigation check to look around to see like what is the reason for people to do this.
Yeah, is this for glory? Is there something in it? I want to know why people are going. I'm sorry, what check was that?
Investigation.
Perception? Investigation. That's a 10.
10. You're mostly just listening to what other people say. As far as it looks like mostly it is for glory. Most people that are in this are maybe soldiers or they work for the kingdom themselves, and they're using this as like, I've been pissed off at my coworkers, so I want to be able to like legally beat the shit out of them. But it does seem like being the champion of this does grant something. You do occasionally hear the constant rumor that if you win, you get to have an official greeting with the king. You don't hear anything about like an actual like prize that's physical or not. Around here, you definitely get a vibe that currency is not a very popular term. It's more valor.
But that meeting with the king, though, that was just people whispering, though. It's not like official confirmed, though.
Yeah, you can't actually find, like, with that investigation check, you can't find anything that specifically says, like, if you win, this is what you get.
Okay. Well, I'll look at the sigil. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I was gonna say,
Sorry.
Joe, you were gonna say, you said that they said it was like only really like nobles or like people of a high standing that were in the actual like fights.
No. It looks like anybody can be in the fight. You just have to earn a spot.
Okay. Sorry.
I'll look at the crest Bjorn pointed out. Well, if we get in to see it, you could bet on them. But
Although
we are
winning
surveilling.
would-
What are you thinking?
It would be a good way to get a feel for what's going on with this place, but if we, as the old saying goes, fortune sometimes favors the bold, and we win, it would expedite our meeting with royalty and expedite what we're trying to find out from the royals. But it is risky.
I mean, it's not like we die if we lose. Could be a way to talk to them without having to pull royalty cards.
Bjorn, as you're talking about this, you can give me an investigation check too, since the conversation has been brought up, to see if you can see anything that kind of stands out.
15.
You see that there's been some people turned away from this place. And some of them look like some pretty damn good fighters. You see like a Goliath that gets walked away with what looks like a sibling, possibly, as they look very similar, but one Goliath is very tall compared to the other one. And as they walk away, it almost sounds like someone that they're walking in from kind of yells at them, "Don't come back here again. You're not getting favor doing that kind of fucking bullshit," as they start walking away. And you can kind of hear, like, after that, as like the person that yelled at him kind of starts walking away. There's only 2 people left. We can, if they can't get anyone under their name, then we'll just keep going without it. It's no big deal. And then they start walking away.
I will relay that to Manon.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
Is the group nearby? Can we walk back over to them?
Did
I
the
don't
group
think we
stick with everyone?
really wandered. We saw you guys going to check out, so I figured I'll wait for you guys.
Probably, yeah. I mean, we would not walk all the way up the board, but we'd probably drift in that direction with you, I'd say.
I'd say while you guys are going, the rest of the group, anything you guys want to do?
Not in particular.
Okay.
Kind of looking around. Are there any food vendors?
There are. Most of the food vendors here are mostly, most of the stuff is usually meat. There's like a lot of, you see like a lot of kind of like almost kind of like smoked kind of pits all over the place. There's also a spot that has like a big, huge, almost kind of like 10 times big kind of like witch's pot of like stew that's being made that kind of grabs the attention of a lot of people in the area.
I am looking. Well, first, I'm going to find something. So, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that stew would be a bit messy for you,
What's stew?
but
Stew sounds great.
stew is it's sort of it's got meat and
I like meat.
vegetables and stuff,
I
and
don't know if
in a sort of gravy that's sort of wet and sloppy. Would you be all right with that?
I haven't had anything wet before, so I don't know.
Maybe we should stick with some of the. Do you like kale?
You cut out a little bit. What is it?
Can you smell?
I don't know. What's that?
So on the air, there might be sort of almost like it's like tasting things that you're not actually tasting.
Oh, like that.
Do you
That
breathe?
like I'm like tasting meat right now, even though I don't have it in my mouth. Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
Okay.
So yes, you can smell. Does it smell good?
It smells great.
All right. I turn to the others. I'm gonna go get a bit of something for Bob to nosh on. I will point toward the nearest stand that has the barbecue pit.
Okay. Where you're looking
go up
at
and get
is like
something.
it looks like it's like big, huge like pieces of pork that just has like this thick gravy that's all over it and stuff like that. That just smothered in like gravy and carrots. It looks like just
Well, this is almost like a stew by itself. So you might have an idea what stew is like if you have a bit of this. It's a bit messy, but they smell good.
For one, it's just going to cost you 5 copper.
All right. I will get. Actually, how hungry are you, Bob?
I won't know until I'm full.
Fair enough. I am going to. Well, I will get one. I will get one for him to start with.
Okay. Just opens up his mouth. Ah!
Right. How is it?
Just immediately as he like chomps on it, it like all the gravy kind of like splurts out as he's kind of like chewing on it, and it gets like all over like the bag itself. It's really good. I don't know what's all over me, but it's great. As he tries to like take his tongue.
Are there napkins at this stand?
Yeah. There's large like towels and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab one and kind of clean him up a bit.
Okay.
Do we know if that gets on any of the items he's holding, or does it go somewhere else?
Hey, Bob.
Uh-huh.
When you eat, does it go to the same place as the items that you're keeping?
Oh.
Oh. I guess we'll find out later.
Could you cough up one of those swords that you're holding for a second?
1 second. And just immediately just kind of coughs
I
up
pick it up.
his sword.
Is it covered in gravy or is
No,
it
it's perfectly fine.
Okay, good. Thank you. I just wanted to know. Anybody want a sword? Fine. Do you mind taking it back?
Ah.
Thank you.
That's fascinating. I need to add this to my notes.
That was gross.
It
I just assume he's like a cat with a fur ball trying to like cough up stuff.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, Joe.
Hey,
If
with
you
a
never
spoon
did
or
that
sword or
motion again,
whatever.
I'd be fine with it.
Joe makes a note every single time.
I'm gonna do that all the time now.
He's gonna randomly do it in
It's
other
not flattering,
campaigns
that's
just
all I'm
for
saying.
fun. Just for
Not
fun.
flattering.
I don't know if being a DM is naturally flattering the way it is, but it's all right. All right.
Anywho.
So you feed Bob. As you guys are looking around before Manon and Bjorn come back, you do see that there are several different shops that are around. As far as this part of town, there's no weapon or armor shops, as this is more kind of like the public side of town, and without really taking into account that there's like no reason why you can't have weapons, but the selling of them is not around this area. So mostly it is it's certain kind of clothing that is meant to be worn around here. You see a lot of leather shops, fur shops, There is some like enchanted shops that's like run that you can see like run by like the local witch. And then there's what looks like the local oracle that is in there, kind of like almost like a tarot card reading.
Could we go into one of the clothing shops? Anybody want to come with me?
I'll go with you, Nova.
Okay. I need something to stay warm.
Leather
This
or
cloak's
fur?
Not helping. Preferably fur, because that's probably warmer.
Okay. You enter into the fur shop itself, and you see a single lady working. As she's currently like working at the desk, she's also sewing something at the same time. She's like stitching up some different pieces together. You see what looks like a very pale skin half-orc female with what looks like several times braided like red hair that turns into like this huge bun on the back. Most of her clothes are pretty clean. It looks like she takes quite some pride in her own effort of clothing. As you see, different things are stitched up here are definitely made for more of the female figure. Most of the outfits in here are dresses or longer fur tops that are maybe drop down to maybe the thigh. But there's no like vest size kind of furs around here. And then you see that there's different pieces you can get as accessories. Like there are, fur gloves, there's like a hood and scarves and stuff like that.
Is there anything like a parka? Because I'm cold.
Oh yeah. I mean like there are certain like, big huge drapes over her shoulders that kind of have like the hood built into them if you need it, kind of like that, that she's got kind of
coat with like a coat parka with a hood with fur.
Yeah, there's several around them. Most of them are just basic that just give you the resistance to cold effects. But there looks like there's a couple that have like extra effects to them. But all the standard ones just does give you a resistance to cold. Do not exceed any more than 20 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna look around and be like, can I find one that's maybe got blue and silver on it with fur?
Sure, I'll say that there's a blue and silver. Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to the lady and be like, your shop is very, very beautiful.
Lovely for you to say thank you. Do you need help with anything?
Yes. I'm obviously not from this area of the Feywild, and I need something to stay warm. Would you have like a jacket or a parka of some sort, something with some that will keep me warm?
We have many of both, my dear. She kind of like points over to parkas. She points over to the next room to have the jackets on them. Anything you'd like. If you even want something custom, I can make it. I'm a little bit behind my custom orders, so if you need anything now, I can't make it, but I can. In a few days, I can make you something custom.
Oh no, nothing too custom. I was looking and I saw over there was one that was blue and silver and had a fur like hood and fur around the cuffs.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she immediately goes over there. She starts like unwrapping it from the mannequin and she like brings it down and she kind of like lays it and drapes it on you.
Do you think it will fit okay?
I think if she kind of like looks at you, she's just kind of like, she kind of like drapes it over the shoulders a little bit. She kind of like dusts off a little bit. She kind of looks at you. She just kind of sees how it drapes it. I think it fits you wonderfully.
And when she does that, I like take my shawl off because obviously it's a huge giant wraparound shawl, so it probably looks really bulky.
Okay.
And I just take that off, and so I'm literally wearing like what I would normally. I haven't changed my outfit since I came to Aberrant and anything, so I'm literally wearing this little short outfit with see-through sleeves and like, almost like genie-looking pants, and I'm like, yeah.
You look like you could use maybe some different footwear there, darling. You're going to get quite cold, and you don't want to kind of have your extremities.
I kind of slipped on the ice earlier, and I
should get you some boots and some gloves.
Okay, but how much would all this be?
For matching pieces, gloves, boots, 25.
25 gold?
Correct.
Oh, That would be perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so she gets you some
What-
boots. She gets you some gloves that matches the exact same aesthetic.
What about your scarves? How much are each scarf?
Just a scarf by itself are going to be 10 gold apiece.
And if you buy in bulk?
Well, how many scarves do you want?
I was thinking 6.
6? Buy 5, we'll get 1 free, I guess.
I'm gonna pick out 6 different colored scarves. I have a purple one, a blue one, a gray one, a red one, and a green one.
Okay.
And I will give her 50 gold.
Okay. If you just get the scarves for yourself, they do not give you cold resistance, but you do not fail on checks from being cold, like from the outer weather, kind of like that, where
I got
Nova
it.
got the full set, so it allows her to get the resistance to the cold effects.
I find these little these nice, pretty gloves and go, Azalia, these look like they would be great for you.
They do look really warm. I'm gonna try them on. How do they look?
They look great. How much are those gloves?
If you guys are getting them all together, I'll say another 2 gold for the gloves.
Oh, okay. And I hand her 2 gold after I hand her my
Just
25.
takes it, just leaves it on the table.
I gave her my 50 for the scarves, and I'll take
Okay.
the blue one and I'll wrap it around Nova's neck, but I'll wrap it so it's like
And
this.
literally just a puffball, like
She goes outside.
with the hood. I have a vest. I should grab it
No-
and just put it on.
Nova
there.
went from like all sheer to be like, cover me fully in fur.
because I'm cold.
Went from
And I
summer wear to
literally-
winter
I
wear.
take- and I still am taking my cloak and still wrapping myself around in that too because I'm cold. Thank you so much.
Oh,
These-
you are quite welcome.
These are beautiful and very toasty warm. Ah, much better now.
You feel better?
Yes. I didn't want to say earlier, but I almost slipped on the ice out there. I'm not used to the
I wasn't
snow.
gonna mention it, but I saw.
I figured. But yeah. So
Are these better? Not as slippery?
I guess we will find out when we go outside.
We'll head back over to the group.
So yeah, if you guys got the
Just-
scarves on, you do not get any disadvantages from being out in the cold, but you still are not resistant to cold itself.
So while that's going on, I think Alistair's gonna look over at Roneen since we're the last two, just kind of standing out there, and I'll be like, "Well, I mean, witches are always interesting in fairy tales. You want to go check that one out?"
Sure.
Witch or
Would you like to
oracle?
look? Witch.
Witch.
I don't even know my future.
Okay. As you go
Your dad's
into
for.
the witch's enchantment shop, inside is a lot more what looks like herbal remedies. There are a lot of necklaces all over the place, different kind of staffs. There's nothing really worth of like actual martial weapons in here, but you see several staffs, different canes. You can see different, what looks like different scrolls or possibly ingredients to do the things that this witch does. You do get a smell of almost like a lavender in the distance as you kind of hear something behind the. Be with you in a second. Feel free to look around.
Yeah, I start looking around.
Okay. Yeah.
Just looking around randomly.
Yeah, you see a lot of the actual like ingredients are hanging from the ceiling, and there's a lot of different smells, and it's nothing poor by any means. The smells are all intriguing, and you see everything from potions to oils. A lot of things are meant for the cold around here. There's cold immunity. There is hill giant strength potions around here. There's anything from oils to give yourself fire damage, that kind of thing around. But there also seems to be what looks like almost almost like vials that you can buy that you've never seen anywhere before, and they're specifically considered mutations.
Wonder what that means.
So there's actually one called the Hill Giant mutation. There's also called the Fire mutation. And then there is a couple scrolls that are labeled under tattoos.
Well, I mean, I guess the word mutation would be to change, so perhaps it's something that's a temporary physical change, or maybe permanent, I don't know.
Suppose we can ask.
Not a bad idea.
Eventually, you see a very, very dusty, silver-haired, what looks like high elf, but she's got like a lot of scars and a lot of tattoos. Some of them over lines, so you can't tell if she's specifically trying to hide her scars or she's very proud of them, but she kind of comes out very, very frail. She kind of dusts off part of her apron, kind of rubs her hands on them a little bit. She kind of comes out. Welcome in. How can I help you?
It's a lovely shop, just kind of looking
Oh,
around
thank
here. Not from the area, I guess.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. I guess also looking for anything. It's pretty chilly out there, a little different from where I'm from. You got anything I can help with that?
If you don't want to, I mean, there's some clothing shops, but if you're just looking for a magical remedy, I mean, I got some of those. She kind of goes over and she kind of grabs like a library ladder. She attaches it and she kind of slides herself across and she grabs herself like a tray and she picks up a couple bottles. She slides herself, grabs a couple vials, puts on a couple bottles. She comes down. She points over at the bottles themselves. Now these 24 hours, they allow you to be immune to the cold. Don't know how long you plan to stay in town, but if you're only going to be here for a day, easy remedy.
Could be longer than that if you got something more permanent.
She points over to the vials. Now, these can be permanent. It is up to you. This is my own kind of concoction. Everything that we have here bottled can be vialed. These are what I call my mutations. Now, do not take that word and find it a little scarce. The bottles themselves, if you decide to drink it all, makes the effect permanent. But I cannot guarantee, depending on your species, of what effect that can also include later on. If you decide to drink it progressively, it is an active effect that ends once you officially stop drinking the bottle.
Do you know what kind of effects it has on certain species?
She kind of like looks at you, and Roneen's with you, right? Roneen, you're there? She looks at Alistair, looks a little confused, then she looks at Roneen. It's like, as far as water folk, I haven't really seen anything change. If you're looking for something that you want to keep the body warm, you might have some differences.
I'm fine.
Okay.
He's the one who needs it.
So I got to ask you, you look like angelic, but I can't ignore the horns.
Realistically, both.
Oh, interesting. I might have to poke and prod you later, if you do not mind. As far as that, I'd say couldn't be exactly sure, but if you're trying to get an immunity to the cold, I'd say it'd probably give you something odd with fire, but I'm not positive.
I mean, I can only really do one thing fire related, but it's not. I guess it is kind of devil lineage-ish.
I guess she kind of like goes back and she kind of goes in and she finds like a couple of the bottles. Now, I legally have to show this to you. And then she puts over like these smaller bottles, and they're like, they're really, really tiny. They're like a shot size with the cap on. The cap's almost bigger than the bottle itself. If you do not like what you see after within 24 hours, take this immediately and it gets rid of the effects.
What about anything? I kind of pointed at the necklaces you just said she had. I'm like, anything with those?
She goes around. She kind of goes over. Yeah, I mean, she goes over to the one that has a sapphire to it. cold immunities. She has one that has what looks like it's a glass piece that has like a flame consistently flickering in it. This allows you to constantly stay warm in the cold, so you get yourself a cold. You have no effect to the cold in the area. And I've also been told that if you are proficient with fire, it gives you a little bit better to that. And then she kind of goes over to one that has like, it's almost made out of like rock, like each individual part is a rock going on the chain, and it has like a long fang at the head. I've been told, but I have not seen one yet. I've tested it out. This one apparently gives a person enough constitution to not be worried about such effects.
Okay. What's the cost on those?
So the one that she's talking about, the Constitution, is 5,000 gold pieces. The one that is a sapphire is 500 gold pieces, and the one with the flame is 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay. That's all out of my price. All right. Let's see here.
She's a pricey witch.
It's because the sapphire gives you complete cold immunity, and the fire itself gives you cold resistance with also fire amplification.
Okay. Then I will say, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna look at her and just be like, okay, well, I do like the necklaces, but I don't seem to have enough for that.
Oh, that's
Would you be
unfortunate.
willing to make a deal on those?
I guess
Said
it
yourself
depends on the
that-
deal.
Well, you said yourself that you've never seen anybody quite like me.
Very true.
I'd be willing to let you poke and prod within reason for a substantial deal on those.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, because she's very fascinated by your physical representation.
Oh, at 18 and a 20. With persuasion of +3.
So natural 20 with a +3?
Natural
Okay.
23, natural 20.
Okay,
yeah.
she looks...
Do a little flexing while I'm at it.
You have definitely piqued my curiosity. I feel like I'm doing like the Leonardo DiCaprio, like you've got my curiosity.
Django, yeah. You have piqued my curiosity, sir.
I believe we can make each other a deal. How good are you at fighting?
I can hold my own.
Without weapons?
Fisticuffs, I'm not the best, but I mean, I can throw a punch and I can take a punch.
I will make you a deal. You or you and your friend here, whoever, enters into the arena under my name.
You need one or two of us.
You can only enter in with 2 people.
I think I know somebody.
You, anybody
I think
else?
she'd be pissed off if he left or right.
Oh, we lost somebody. Who did we lose?
We lost Ryan.
The person we were talking about.
She's not interested. Oh no. Oh, wait, she is interested. She's back.
I don't want to fight.
I spot you. Or what the hell?
Stop playing
I
Stratego.
don't know. We're not interested in Stratego. Go away.
Yeah.
I mean, I do enjoy that game.
My Discord just lost its shit, and I was trying to turn my camera on, and somehow I started streaming a game. I don't know what happened. Sorry. I just restarted and did all that weird shit.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say I would not put past Discord to do that all by itself. So
I have the ability to spot a team of 2. Here's the deal that I have. You go in there, get as far as you can. If you get any winnings, I collect all. Upon your success, you can have a choice of what you want amongst my store.
What are the winnings for this tournament?
If you make it all the way first place, physical winnings is 10,000 gold. Second place is 5,000. Third place is 2,000. There is no fourth, fifth, or sixth. If you do make up to the first place, you're welcome. You are invited to meet the king. I will not take that away from you if you make it that far. Upon that, I will give you the item of your choosing amongst my store lot. And allow me to take 1 vial of your blood.
I'm gonna insight that because that
Sure.
seems. Gee.
Okay, we just want your DNA. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's
17.
fine.
You
17.
offered yourself for study.
I meant to like look at physically, not take things.
She is not Dr. Frankenstein. It looks like she just physically wants to say, I don't physically need you to understand you. So if you leave yourself at peace with me, I can research it from there. But she's not like doing it for malevolent reasons.
All right. I will say, well, the sponsorship would be nice. And I really could care less about money. I know it's needed, but 10,000 if we get first seems to be rather low for what you're offering right now in the necklace. 'Cause you said the most expensive was 5.
Correct.
Plus, you're getting a vial of my blood. So perhaps you could sweeten the deal.
I'll tell you what. You get one of the items that you choose, and the winning team gets your winning team gets to pick one item as well.
Does she have anything in here other than like the necklaces and stuff like that? or,
Necklaces,
like, that looks
potions,
magical?
She has staffs.
Isn't there something about tattoos?
Yeah, there is a spot that looks like they have scrolls that specifically has Elvish for tattoo on them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just be like, what about the tattoo scrolls? What are those?
She goes over, she grabs one. A lot of people in town, unfortunately, are not a big fan of needles, so I've been able to figure out a way around it. And she just kind of like opens it, and it shows like one of them just shows an arm, and it shows a pattern. Call up the name, just like a summoning scroll, and the tattoo itself automatically just binds itself to you.
Does it have any effect or just a tattoo?
Has any effect the scroll says it does. She immediately looks at it. You see one that goes over arm to arm and goes over the chest itself. And it's a specific tattoo that allows to raise your constitution +5.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm guessing that's what that rock necklace kind of did.
Yes.
Okay. I'll be like, is that one also 5K?
She like looks at it. Actually, this one's 4. There's another one that's full body.
Is that one more than 5 plus 5 to Constitution, or?
That one gives you a +2 to everything.
Shit.
It's supposed to see +2. It's supposed to see like it goes over your face, it goes over your chest. It's tattoo, full body tattoo, so it covers every extremity.
Okay. Pretty tight.
Tight.
All right. So he's gonna say, okay. Final counter offer, and I'm interested. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to lowball you here. What if? Let me take that full body one, and I will wear it as though, and I will say that I am promoting what you can do, and show them the amazing things you can do in the arena. My team will fight. You get the winnings. I get one person gets to pick one other thing, my partner, and we'll take the meeting with the king if we win.
So you're so out of game. You're basically saying
Yeah.
just give me the scroll now, And then the
like,
team.
yeah, give me it now. I'll promote it, being
Yep.
like, this is from What's Her Nuts' shop.
Sure.
And then if we win, she can keep the 10K. My partner gets an item from the store, and then we get the meeting with the king.
Sold.
And she gets my blood.
Sold. As clarification, my name will not be represented there. You can sell my name as much as you like, and I appreciate that. But you'll be specifically sponsored by. I gotta remember the name. Calandra.
Close.
I guess
How do you
the best way
spell
to. Calandra is KALYNDRA.
And I'll just say, if that's not you, then who's representing us?
Calandra is a noble of the house. She is our king's great-granddaughter. She is not a fighter by any means, but as part of her privilege, she runs our witches guild in town, and therefore we think of her as essentially our leader. Anything we do, we respond to her, so I'm essentially doing this as a favor to her.
So she's the granddaughter of the king?
Great-granddaughter.
Great. Okay. Well, she might be somebody of interest that I think my group mind talking at some point, but that's a different conversation.
Well, you'll definitely get the meter when you're at the tournament.
Sounds like a solid plan. Do you need me to come back with my partner, or how do we register for this?
She just kind of goes through and tries to find like a scroll that's blank, and she just immediately summons like ink and quill. Do you know the names of the people that will be participating?
Yeah, myself, which is Alistair, Leandrin,
She immediately just starts writing it down, and she's looking at you. Okay.
and Manon.
Okay. Just Manon.
All they need to know.
Fair enough.
She just needs the one name.
And then she puts on those
like
two
Madonna,
names.
one name.
And you can see she writes out like a third thing as she eventually rolls it up and gives it to you. And she ties it around with just a ribbon. Just hand this to the guards, and they'll get you in.
And then I'll take the other scroll if you've got it.
And he grabs it, takes it, gives it to you.
Okay.
She just looks at you.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't open it up until you're ready. It is a bit of kick.
I mean, it lasts indefinitely, correct?
Yeah, but think of having your whole body change with markings. It's going to be kind of a shot to the system for 5 seconds, so it kicks like a mule.
Oh, I've been punched by Manon. It's probably the same. And he'll be like, "All right, that's fine. So when does this tournament start?"
She just kind of like goes through. She tries to find something. She pulls up like a timepiece. 4 hours.
All right, sounds good. Well, appreciate the help, and when we get done with it, I'll stop back in.
I feel like this is going to be good, and I believe that as she looks at you up and down, I feel like Calandra will like you.
It's not ominous at all.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
I say that out
Well,
loud.
do you-
But that's
you
not
know
ominous at all.
knowing that I'm not
Wings.
knowing that I am not good at that at all, I'm just going, oh, that sounds amazingly enough, I rolled an 18 for a 17. Like in what way?
This woman is not seeing Alistair by any kind of attractiveness. It's more or less she's seeing him as a hybrid. And she's assuming this person will like him because he is a hybrid.
Okay, so she thinks that Calandra will have the same sort of academic interest in him that she
Correct.
does. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just. I'm gonna walk out of the shop with my sweet 2 scrolls and head back to where the group kind of was.
Okay. Before we
Thought
reconvene,
she was about ready to pin you to a board like a butterfly.
Well, I mean, it sounds like this would be a quick way to circumnavigate that whole trying to get audience with the king.
Fair enough, and Manon can blow us some steam.
Punch somebody other than me.
The rest of us can watch. I hope.
Hopefully.
Suppose we can't get tickets, but we'll find out.
with that, before we reconvene, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break and we'll be right back.
We all know where assumptions get us.
I know.
All right, we're back.
So as we're walking back to the group, I said, so she said to do it just before, but also said that it kicks like a mule. That doesn't seem like a good combination of things. Like, for whose entertainment would you do it just before?
Well, I think she means do it, I don't know, maybe during, I don't think during the fight, but I would assume do it like now, but...
Well, you wouldn't want to do it like immediately before either if it's going to kick.
Right, yeah, I don't want to be in the middle of the fight in pain. I guess just find somewhere to sit down to do.
Like that maybe that's what she meant.
Well, let's go find everybody else and we'll go from there.
Right.
Okay. So you guys all reconvene. You do see Nova with a bunch of furs on.
Big fur coat. And then
pass out all the
Azalia rolling her down the street.
Hey, I have boots. Now I can walk in the snow.
They have the furs with the fur.
Boots with
Yeah,
the fur.
I have fur.
Big ass coat
There's
with the
nothing in
boots
her.
with the fur.
Joe, question actually. Does this tattoo do anything for me for the cold?
No.
Okay,
I
wasn't
mean,
sure.
it bumps your constitution.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Just curious.
The way she was describing the necklace was that your constitution is going to be so high that by the time you finally get the heat, you should still have enough health left, kind of like that, from the cold, kind of like that. So,
Yeah.
Oh, Bjorn has an
Hey,
idea.
DM, I know you asked us what the idea for Alistair's tattoos are. I think it should be all fairy tale characters.
I was
from
thinking
all
that
the
too,
fairy
like
tales
everything
you've read.
from Hades' portal. Yeah, like everything from there, all the different like life that you had growing up would be kind of cool to be like all over the
All your
body.
friends from home.
Yeah, friends from
Oh,
home.
that'd be kind of dope.
If
still
you guys,
hold that it should just be like Maui's tattoos.
I
Just
mean,
move around and tell stories.
But like
If-
fantasy themed.
if you guys
Yeah.
want, like, it can even be one thing that, like, once you take a long rest, you wake up in the morning and new develops your life, like, add things to the tattoos. Like, some of them are
Sure,
not
why not?
filled all the way yet, and they start defining themselves by friendships and life you go through throughout time, kind of like that.
What can I say except you're welcome?
All right, so you guys are all
Can I say-
reconvened.
We'll find everybody and walk back up.
So Bjorn and I saw the roster for the tournament, and we have some ideas, I guess.
Well, funny story about that. And I elbow.
Like,
So this one
actually-
was too good to just buy a coat, but it seems to have worked out.
I mean, might as well double check that roster because we're on it. And I hold up the scroll.
You and Roneen.
No, me and you. She wasn't excited to punch people.
It's not my thing, thank you.
Did they give
Okay,
you
how did?
so you can watch?
That I don't know. We'll have to talk to the guards and see if maybe we get a ring corner people. I don't know.
You didn't tell them
No.
who I am.
It's just Manon.
Okay. So where do we need to go?
I think we got to go talk to the guards because she told us that we had to go talk to them, right?
Yeah, guards.
I think we just have to go talk to the guards and give them this. I guess we're fighting under the name Calandria. Calandra. It's the great granddaughter of the king, who's the head of the Witches Guild.
Is that familiar to me?
No.
Awesome.
Is it familiar to me with all the notes that I've taken?
Give me history check, Nova. Bjorn, also
Okay.
history check.
No.
Yeah, it definitely.
She's an
Well,
evil person. And you
I
guys
mean,
should have
Nova
been
and
there to
Bjorn are
stop
both from
them.
the Feywild, so it's possible you might know of her.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
4. You said
I got it.
history.
Yeah.
So natural 20 for 23. Yes. Hey Nova is back again.
Bjorn, what'd you get?
I got a 9. I'm more excited about the entertainment value.
Okay, yeah, you don't know anything about this person. Nova, this person within the actual nobles of the Feywild, she is considered like the person out of everyone that everyone loves. She is kind of like that soaring light in an area of darkness. Anybody who does not like the king or the king's grandson, everyone likes her. Everybody considers her the innocent flower. She is... No one really knows. She is an elf with a very, 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 very tan skin. But no one has defined who she is. Everybody just knows that because of some kind of mutation or something about her birth, she has constantly been shunned by the king. And therefore, she does not have like direct access like her father or her great-grandfather has. So to give herself a right... She has chose to make her own life, which is why she's in charge of the Witches Guild. She usually, you do know that she, more times than not, doesn't even stay inside this kingdom. She usually goes and roams throughout a lot of the Feywild to give, like almost does like a year-round journey to kind of like pay homage to different places that she believes requires like a kind of... like almost like I'm here to at least help, help your harvest, help your crops, whatever.
Okay. Well, at least it's one of the, out of all the nobles, that's the best one to be fighting under, I guess. She's very well known throughout the Feywild. She's the one that's mostly liked across all of the Feywild.
You also know she's really young.
She's very young.
Do people not like the others?
Well, you know how rulers are and nobles are. Sometimes if you have any beef or disruption or, disagreements with the king, you won't have disruption with her, so.
Alistair just smirks a little bit and kind of half eyes Manon for a second.
I raised an eyebrow at Nova, but she probably didn't catch it. I'm like, go on.
I mean, I don't really know. I've not met a lot of rulers except this one's family. They seemed, a bit eccentric, but fine.
Well, she's...
Thanks.
What sort of disagreements would you have?
I mean, there's other people. People have their own opinions on what the king is really doing and what he is all about. In what I would just say, he doesn't... What he likes to portray as is not what I think he really is. But that's my own personal thoughts. But
So do they agree with Serena that they're idiots?
Well, I don't know. But, I would
if the
say
king is...
this... I would just say that this... She's not... she doesn't have much pull with the king, though, because she's kind of shunned from him because she's a mutation, I guess.
Mutation, like those vials that were in the shop.
Well,
I guess.
maybe. I don't see her as a mutation, but, that's some nobles, I guess, think of her as not what she should have properly have been, but, we're all who
So
we
she's
are.
not a
and
pure
so-
blood, is what you're saying.
I think so. I don't know. It's very, her origin is very not known as much, just known that she does not resemble the rest of them as much. So,
It sounds to me if that king is who you say he is, this would be the right person to back us then.
I think so. I mean, she's the one who goes.
I think we would all
across-
like to be with the one who's a bit different. We're all a bit different.
Oh,
She's the one that is known to do trade and tour around the Feywilds and help villages and help with crops and, you know, get her hands dirty when it comes to needing to actually do something. So, yeah.
I'll look at Manon and be like, sounds like you guys might have something in common.
But
Yeah.
if we were hoping to have her help us
Thanks.
get here with the king, I would doubt that. That's all.
Sounds like you just have to get really punchy to do that
Yes.
and
Oh,
fight smart.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get
Sounds
you
like-
guys some tickets.
Yeah. I guess, well, it's in 4 hours, so probably sign up sooner than later. It sounds like she would meet us before the fights. And I'm going to need like 20 seconds to do something. I got an item from that shop as part of the deal. If we win, Manon, you also get an item from the witch. Like, got potions, mutagens, some necklaces, and then, man, I already got some, but like tattoos that do stuff.
Okay.
Sounds like you went to an interesting shop.
Yeah. What
don't even
exactly did you
have-
get?
A tattoo thing, but gonna make me a bit stronger, faster, everything. It couldn't hurt.
Okay. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. Tattoos that help out and
Yeah.
don't threaten to destroy you. That sounds pretty nice.
Not that I know of. So, all right. Do you guys want to go talk to the guards first, or should I find somewhere to activate this lovely post or scroll?
We should probably see if we can get tickets. Otherwise, we'll have to find some.
Fair.
True.
Let's go talk to the guards, I guess.
So you guys head over to the guards. There's like a small table with what looks like a simple robed man with some furs and leathers over him. You see the guards, one specifically just holding a couple axes, the other one holding a staff that has a blade on it, but it's not like a spear or anything like that. It just looks like something more ordained. They just look at you. Tickets?
I'll pull out the scroll and hand it over to him.
Just immediately points over to the gentleman with the hood. Just looks over. Sir, looks like we got another 2 warriors. Immediately just like, letter. Takes it out,
Yeah.
opens it up. And who is Alistair and who is Manon? All right. He just kind of like starts swirling around magic, and he just kind of like points at Alistair with the left hand, then points at Manon with the other hand, and he really just slaps it down on 2 pieces of hard plank, and you guys immediately see like rough images of your face on each one.
No, I was blinking, right?
I sneezed. Oh.
That'd be so unfortunate.
And what does it you two do? As it kind of like points up to like the names, you can see that some of the team, the 2 other groups that are teams, they have names. One of them is called the Lion Brothers, and the other ones are the Warrior of the Green. And just immediately points to you. It's like, so what do you 2 do? Got to call you something.
And I step forward, kind of past Manon and Alistair. Good sir, you don't recognize these fine warriors? This is the world-renowned devilish duo.
World-renowned devilish duo. Devilish duo it is. And he immediately starts scribing devilish duo into it, and it immediately just kind of levitates it up and just hangs it on the actual hook next to him, and you just see your 2 faces. One, they look very similar because it's just like an outline, so one that's red with horns, the other one that's purple with horns. It just says devilish duo in Elvish underneath it.
Sir, another question, and forgive me, I am the bard of the skull of this fine, amazing fighting unit. Other tournaments allow us to enter and support our warriors. Would it be possible for us to enter and do the same?
You want to announce your team as they come into the arena.
And also watch them do bloody-handed work, of course.
We would ask nothing less. We need someone to pull them onto stage and announce them. If you want to be that person, by all means. And if these, I'm assuming, companions of yours are with you, they are more than welcome to join in the festivities.
I will look at Alistair and Manon to get their approval.
I do the same. I'm just like, sure.
Like, yeah, that was the plan all along.
He just immediately looks at you. Well, we got to make it official. As he just points at the slab they just made, he just creates the swirl again, and all of a sudden he just kind of presses your chest, Bjorn, and now your whatever you're wearing, shirt, armor, it now has like an actual imprint on it that is both purple and red that shows like a devilish face, and just in Elvish just says, you know, what'd you call him again? The devilish
Devilish duo.
Devilish duo. I gotta write that down so I don't forget it.
I'm picturing like a tiefling face, but like one side is female, one side's male, and it's like red, purple.
Yeah, pretty much.
Put on a shirt. Put on a shirt right now.
Yeah.
Merch that. Merch
Merch that.
It's just the faces, but when you put the hood up, then you have the two horns.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Start making Azalea's over there with like a crayon and like a shirt. She's like,
all right. So he just like looks at you. He just sees each one of you. He just kind of points at Azalia, points at Roneen, points at Nova, and you guys immediately just feel something wrap around your right arm. As you got kind of like this twisted, kind of braided, wristband on. Once you leave, it'll desummon itself, but as long as it's there, you're allowed access to whatever's inside. Go forth. As far as our warriors, our devilish duo, please enter into the east side, please. The rest of you can enter into the main entrance, and drinks are available. Food, I believe they just finished the boar. Help yourself.
sounds good, thanks.
Cool. You guys got this.
So when does the announcing part happen?
Do you ask the guy for this?
No, I'm just kind of asking the group.
Gotcha.
Because they're separating us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they said 4 hours.
Sure,
right?
someone will come and
Oh,
get
right.
us.
Right.
Are we all
Fair
looking at
enough.
the guy? I'm like, can we meet back up with them once we're inside?
Yes, we just need you to meet up with Lady Calandra, and she will give you your whole tournament guide and everything she asks of you. After that, you are able to free roam until it is your turn to fight.
Got it. We'll meet you up with you guys in a little bit then.
Yeah.
See you then.
He immediately tells the guards to let them through, so everybody that's not Alistair and Manon, you're allowed to get entrance into this large, almost Viking grand hall. As you enter into this main entrance, immediately, almost like there was a silence spell separating outside from inside, immediately, as soon as you come into the inside, you hear drums. You hear someone play, you hear a bunch of instruments playing, and all of a sudden, like, up above, like on this giant rafter, you see about 6 people playing difficult instruments, and it is so loud that you don't know how you did not hear it outside, and it's giving a vibe to the place. Once you get in, which is on the left side, you see the arena in the center, which is currently blocked off and is currently has guards around it to make sure no one can go inside. For anybody who is a spellcaster here, you can really tell that there's some kind of barrier that you can't see around it that probably stops standard magic from being used inside. You do see...
When I see that,
Yeah.
I'm going to pause outside, and you will see me pick up Biscuit, give her a little kiss on the forehead, and she goes poof. And I kind of concentrate for a second. And a few seconds later, you see a little tiny, basically like a tiny little devil with wings, but colored, but with the same fur and coloring as the otter into existence and sit on my shoulder.
Okay.
And so I have resummoned her as an imp.
I love it.
They need their prop. They need a mascot.
Okay. As you guys are in here, you see flags being summoned by magic across the place. You see now who's what team. You see that but the Lion Brothers there's two people in there. One is named Joachim, who looks like some kind of heavy armored warrior that has a huge helm that looks like a lion's face. Next to him is considered his little brother, which is a Leonin, which is looks more like a barbarian, only wearing enough clothing to basically cover from his waistline down to his knees, with huge fur that kind of goes, huge mane that kind of crosses all the way over into his hair and kind of drops down all the way down to like about his shoulder blades. As far as you can tell, you assume Joachim is also a Leonin, but he's wearing full armor. You see no skin except for the hair behind that. If you wouldn't know any difference, you assume it was just part of the armor, but it's the only part that's actually being exposed. Next is Warriors of the Green, that you see specifically has two, based off the poses, looks like UFC fighters, essentially. There is Kami, which is a small goblin that in the pose, it looks like she's actually like kicking in the air. And the other one, which is considered her older brother, is Kelithar, which is a monk that's doing the same pose. And then you do see the reigning champion, who's the solo person named Mortov, which looks like he naturally is a giant, but he does have elvish ears. It looks like it has two different colored eyes, and he has what looks like a samurai tunic on. And it looks like there is the tournament leader, which is named Thrine. That is an Azamar. If you actually look around, you actually see Thrine is actually sitting up in one of the seats right now, as far as one of the actual 4 seats that actually is one of the houses, much like Calandra. And you would easily assume that not only is she the final person people have to fight to win the money, but this is also a fight in her honor. Based off what you can tell, she is an Azamar, but she looks very much like a Valkyrie. Her wings themselves are they're white, but almost like blood ash on them, they're blue. And she has permanent tattoos, but they are constant war paint on her face that are of blue and ashy kind of color, with a long blonde braid that kind of comes down. She does normally look like she has what looks like a great sword, but in this case, she would not bring that into the ring, obviously, because there's no weapons allowed into the ring. Eventually, you do see the flag summon for the devilish duo come down, and you do see a picture now full, not just like an imprint, but a full picture of Manon and Alistair come down in flags. And it just has you guys just standing in an actual stoic pose. With this going around, there's music playing on each side, on both the north side and on the east side and the west side. There is large buffet tables that are probably about 20 feet long that have fresh smoked boars on them with a bunch of different sides, and people are just going around just grabbing pieces of boar and just slap them on a plate. And looks like you guys can do the same thing. Grab yourself vegetable boar. There's some looks like dried salted pork on certain parts of the tables, and then there looks like large bottles of mead and large bottles of ale that people can take.
Definitely going over there and grabbing some food.
Okay.
Oh yeah, helping myself, feeding a bit to Bob,
Hey,
feeding a
Bjorn
bit
gets me.
to Impy Biscuit.
For everybody who's not Alistair and Manon, give me an investigation check as you look around the place to see the crowd that is here.
Nat 20 for a 21.
Nice. 16.
16.
Why did it roll? That's very straight. There we go.
I did twice. I got a 23 and then a weird 13.
Yeah, I got a 20.
What's weird about the 13? Is it just 13 is weird, or is the I'm good.
Everything. Why 13? Why roll?
The log is showing the first one as like not actually a number, and then it's showing the 13. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It
Gotcha.
shows a 13 as
Really
a custom
weird.
roll, not an investigation.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the investigation. Maybe you interrupted the investigation roll to do the custom roll. Because if you just
Maybe.
click on investigation, it will roll. So if you
That's
then
what I
went down to do, but it's showing as a custom roll. So did you go down and also roll it as roll the d20 from the bottom corner?
No, I just clicked investigation and it rolled twice.
Weird.
I don't know.
It's
Me and
confused.
technology, man.
You don't have.
Computers.
Who
So-
knows?
Other than natural 20, did anybody get an 18 or higher?
Yeah,
Yes.
16.
Okay, so Nova, you got an 18. All right, so you guys are looking around. You guys can see this place is packed. There is only a few spaces to sit around, and it looks like specific spaces that are supposed to be companions of fighters. Everything else here is people who bought their tickets here, or they are siblings or family members of the fighters already. You can see around, so right here on the far north side, you do see the Valkyrie Thrine just sitting there. She's got her legs crossed, and she's got a couple soldiers by her. She has got this huge, almost mithril-looking kind of great sword in her hand, and she's just watching everyone. She's currently just has like this big, huge turkey leg, and she's just ripping into it without any kind of cost of what it makes her look like. On the west side is currently empty, and it looks like it's currently not, unless something happens, it's not going to get filled. The south side itself has two warriors fully armored, and they look like they specifically have longswords on their back. And you see the person named Mortov, the samurai who's sitting there. And it looks like that's specifically the previous champion seat. And then in here, you do see the person that is that you do see is Calandra. As you do see Manon and Alistair going there. As Manon and Alistair are going in there, you do see two warriors that immediately see you. Seems like they already know what you look like. They would let you in. As you immediately see this woman step in front of you, long, beautiful, elegant, blue and like a dark teal dress. Faded on the top and really flows at the bottom. High pointed ears with these very chromatic tattoos that kind of accentuate her bone structure throughout her body, but they're very, very light. They're kind of almost like an orangish, silverish kind of color that move with her body. Long hair that kind of comes down her side. She's kind of holding a book in her hand like it's her most favorite possession. And you see her, and you see that her skin is like red, like fire red. She just immediately looks at you. I welcome my champions. I am Princess Calandra. I believe you are Alistair and Manon.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, pleasure is mine. I would not, if my witch did not recommend you, well, if she recommended you, then she must have put you at high esteem. So please come in. We will discuss all finer points, details, and then you can go out and enjoy some food, move across the crowd until it is your turn to fight. She just kind of gestures you to a couple chairs that sit next to her. At this point, if the rest of you, if you're looking around for those people that got the higher number, you do see Manon and Alistair sit next to this lady. As you guys are now, like, you can actually see the arena. So first off, I have to go over the rules. There are no physical weapons other than what your body can provide. You're allowed to wear your armor, and if your armor is enchanted, it is totally allowed. Magic is not allowed, but if it's magic that you're born with, that's something that they cannot take away from you. She just immediately summons fire in her hand. I was born with this. It'll work. She just extinguishes it.
Yeah, did you say no armor or armor is okay?
Armor's fine.
Okay. Sorry, continue. I just wanted to write it down.
Your own personal prowess is accepted in here. DM the players. Any abilities you have are totally fine. So just no spells, but like for Alistair, you can do your racial spells.
Okay.
So
So
you can do, like-
nothing from class.
Correct, but you can do like your cure wounds and stuff like that.
Okay. I'll have a question about that later.
Okay. Fisticuffs, as she just immediately puts up her hands, and she looks like she's doing it like she does never punched in a day of her life, and she just kind of holds it up a certain way, and she just kind of has it angled all weird. Is the name of the game. Feet, arms. I hate to say I have never won one of these before, so I'm hoping that you're my winning sort. You got to go through all. You do not have to beat. You do not have to beat Thrine to win. Thrine is a bonus champion. All you need to do is beat Mortov, and if you beat Mortov, you get everything, and you will get whatever your deal is with my witch. If you choose to go further, you can fight against Thrine. I do not know what she will grant you for fighting her, but you get to fight her. The first two rounds, the first round is 2-on-2. When you fight against Mortov, he fights alone. If you choose to fight Thrine, she also fights alone. So 2-on-2, 2-on-1, and if you choose to go further, again 2-on-1. Any questions?
Pretty
Is
straightforward.
this just till we knock them out? Or they knock us out?
Until you get knocked out. There is a protection field on the arena. No one can die. But please do not try to do anything that would try to push that limit. Try not to gouge out people's eyes. Try not to kick people in the special regions. But if it is by accident, they do get repaired. But I've been told that is not a fun repair by any means. And you are given 2 hours between each individual battle. So think of this as a survival of the fittest.
Straightforward.
Cool.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. If you want to go get some food, the matches start in just over 3 hours.
Debating if I want to start interrogating her now or if I should buy my time.
You can give me an insight check on her if you want.
I will insight check her, actually. What are her vibes?
Are they sexy vibes?
I said 21.
21. She desperately wants to win, but it's something you don't know why. It doesn't seem like out of any kind of blissful thing. It looks like maybe she's just trying to prove something and she wants to win one. As far as anything else, she does seem like a sweetheart. There's nothing, as far as you can tell, ill intent about her. She just looks like she's just trying to prove something.
You said you haven't won one of these before. How long have you been doing this, and what's the reason?
As long as my great grandfather says I could, so this is my third one.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 19.
Oh, same. So is there... You just not picked great champions?
Well, I usually don't get to choose my own warriors, and I have a feeling that my great grandfather's only allowed me to do this just to shut me up, and he doesn't want me to win. So I'd like to win with my own abilities, I guess you should say.
So, what do you get if we win?
Hopefully, appreciation.
I feel that one.
She just looks at you. Have I met you before?
No.
You sure? You look very familiar.
Actually, I think I need to go get ready. But
Okay.
no, the answer's no.
Okay.
I'll start walking the direction she pointed. I have no idea where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll before I leave, I'm just like, she's not the most personable person, and we just got here. We're not really from here, so I doubt you've probably met her before.
Okay. Well, I think give enough time, we can all be really good friends. And I feel like I can wear you down. And her as well.
No arguments here. Seem very lovely, and I thank you for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity. We'll do our best to represent you.
I appreciate that.
And I'll turn and follow after Manon.
Okay. There's only like a small, like 10-foot, like small archway you guys can go through before you just essentially enter back into the rest of the crowd.
Is there like a
Hmm?
locker room, like green area for the green room for
Staging?
the fighters? Yeah. Dressing
mean,
room.
I mean, there's like right where you are right now is just like a room that just has like a couple benches in it, but that's pretty much it.
Somewhere I can like put my swords or some stuff down.
You assume you can just like leave them here, but you weren't told if like they will be watched or anything like that.
I don't trust these bitches. Okay, then I'll go. I guess
Get to
keep
the others.
walking and find. Yeah, I'll guess I'll just walk out to go find the group.
Okay.
Yeah, we can give it to Bob.
Okay.
Hell no,
Give them to-
giving them to Bjorn.
Eat him. It'd be like R2 in episode 6. They're just gonna launch out a Bob and we're gonna catch him in the fight.
As you guys are starting to walk around before you guys reconvene, you do see that there's 2 tables that aren't food. You see one here and one here. These tables themselves looks like there's 2 witches at each one, and they specifically just have like this blank apparel, like large amounts of blank tunics, large amounts of like blank different kind of like leather furs, even like long leather jackets, and it looks like they're getting like a bunch of items set, but that's all you can tell.
It's on-demand merch.
That's our symbol in the crowd. Cool doubles.
Oh, if only print on demand were that easy.
Question, DM: do I have to take off my armor because it gives me Misty Step?
No, the armor, it can have magical properties to it. It's fine. You just can't actively
oh.
cast spells.
So I can Misty Step.
Yes, you can.
Oh shit, I'm about to be a menace. Okay.
There's really just 2 rules as far as what you can't do. You can't have physical weapons, and you can't cast spells that you weren't born with. That's it.
Okay. All right. Coolio then. I will go find. I'll wait for Alistair to catch up, I guess, and then I'll
Catch up.
keep
Okay.
an eye out for Bjorn.
Yeah, we'll look for the others.
Okay. All right, you guys all do find each other.
Looks like we're all signed up.
Well, that's
When-
good, right?
Pick up liquid courage.
We've got your mascot right here. And I scratched
What the
Biscuit's
hell
head.
is that?
It's Biscuit! It's your mascot.
What did you do to Biscuit?
Just kind of cute.
It's Beyonce biscuit.
She's representing for the team.
Is that like an illusion or what is that?
No, she just is in a different form now.
Okay.
Can I reach up and try to pet imps?
She rubs against you like a cat.
Imp biscuit.
Sounds
Sounds like a
Biscuit, yes.
Imp-
Imskit or Biscuit? What do we think?
Biscuit.
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 Biscuit. Biscuit.
I mean, her personality is still clearly the same. She rubs against you like a little cat.
Stabs you with its horns.
Right.
Make little squeaks, but this time they sound very dramatic.
Yes.
Not the most horrifying thing I've heard.
They sound exactly like her otter squeaks. They just have a weird echo to them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Even better.
Ethereal squeaks.
Infernal squeaks.
Yeah.
You guys find everything okay?
Yeah, there's food over there.
We still
Drink
need to
poop.
find a spot to sit.
There are a few spots that you guys can find, but they're starting to get full up.
We should probably do that so we've got a good vantage point on you.
There's a spot over there. I think we can fit all of us over.
Great.
I'm gonna run over and spread my wings out to hold that spot.
I was just picturing she's gonna run over when she just realizes I have wings. I could fly to it.
Azalea's just fairly like hissing at people.
Yeah, just like it's just like getting on the stands at fair.
Back.
Biscuit gets on top of her head.
She's just throwing biscuit.
Biscuit can fly. He's got wings.
Yeah,
He's got little wings
basketball
now.
special.
Yep. I think Azalia can probably spread her wings out enough for the number of us that need to sit there, but Biscuit is still going to like stand like at the end of where her wings are and mimic her and spread her little wings out because she seems very entertained by this having wings thing. She's not quite sure about the rest of her, but she quite likes having wings.
Azalea hisses, Biscuit hisses.
Biscuit just copies everything.
People start
Azalea
moving
does.
away. We get a bigger spot. It's all good.
As you guys are talking, you start to notice that there's something that's kind of like moving around your legs, and then you start to notice that there's some kind of hound moving around you until you start to recognize a very familiar chimera hound that's walking around you. As you see Cliff just immediately slap his ass on the ground, just looks at you. Well, I guess the realm isn't as big as I thought.
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
That's where all our things are happening today.
This is kind of the
Can
hot
we
spot of the realm
understand
right now.
Cliff?
Yeah,
can
he
speak
speaks telepathically.
Okay, I thought it was only to certain people. I couldn't remember what.
Well, I
At
mean, he
first, it
chooses,
was
but
only
actively
to
he's right now
me.
is talking to all of you. Right now he's talking to all of you.
Remember,
okay,
at first it was me, but then then he made it so that all of us could hear him.
Right. Okay.
I'll just be like, hey, is your compatriot with you, or is it just you?
Kind of like goes back. He kind of like lifts up his right paw and just kind of points over, and like over around this corner by the food, you do see a familiar tiefling with a bow on his back and just kind of like going through some food.
So you've come to watch the games?
I mean, I'm not fond of this stuff, but we were told to come over here, and he is quite fond of this, so I kind of follow him wherever he goes.
You're not fond of it?
I mean, seeing humanoids beat the crap out of other humanoids is not one of my favorite pastimes.
Why don't you come up
Very
and sit
so.
with us? I think they're saving enough seats for us up there, but that's not going to last forever.
Oh, well, thank you. Immediately starts, climbing up, and then immediately finds like a spot that's like made for like 5 people, and just immediately like stretches out. And it takes up like a whole like bed-sized amount of space. This is nice.
Biscuit,
Right
if
next to
he does
Biscuit.
that, no, Biscuit perches on top of him in that case.
I'm just gonna ask him, who told you guys to come here?
Robin did. Apparently, the Orders of Ember and Ash have some business in town, so we're hanging out for about a week. So Ty wanted to see the show.
Are the Embers and Ash here?
I mean, just us. I mean, there's a few other acolytes that are in town, but as far as named people, it's just us.
Got it.
Well, go get your seat before it fills up.
I'm gonna go
I
up
figure
there.
we have done that now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You
think
got-
we're all sitting together.
Yeah, you guys are all sitting down.
Oh,
Eventually,
did we all go up to the bleachers?
yeah.
We got like
My
3
bad.
hours.
Retcon that. My bad.
After about a few minutes,
I
you do
can
see
stand by us.
Talarian eventually come up. He's got like 2 like kebabs in each hand, and he's just kind of like tearing them apart as he's coming through. Just kind of looks, didn't know you guys were here. It's like, oh, hello.
Hi again.
Small Feywild.
Yeah. I don't. Hi. As he's like holding, can't shake hands or anything like that. I don't know if we've really ever met before. I'm Talarian. This is really informal. You can just call me Ty.
Glyph told us. Roneen.
Pleasure.
Azalia.
That's Biscuit.
Pleasure.
Go through everybody.
Manon.
Alistair.
Nova.
Just immediately kind of goes up and he kind of sits over by Glyph. Pleasure. He just now means just like just tearing apart like these huge kebabs.
How much were those? And I'm going to point at the kebabs.
He just looks. It's like, oh, nothing costs any money here. You're in. You get everything for free. Is he
Yeah.
just?
And I get up and walk.
Now that she's not having to take seeds for us all anymore.
I'm gonna follow too.
The basic thing is the cover charge is so extremely expensive that once you get inside, everything's free.
Yeah, I have already eaten. I
It's
have
an
fed Bob.
all-inclusive.
I have fed Bob. I have fed
It's
Biscuit. I'm
explicitly
good.
meat kebabs. I'm on my way.
Like you're seeing people that are like grabbing like full like huge
Jesus.
steins of ale just for themselves because like, well, if it's free and just like grabs
Yeah.
huge thing and just it's.
You
Oh,
see,
I did also get some mead while I was over there. Gonna
you see,
retcon
like
that.
you see the
I have a bottle
you
of
know,
mead.
older elves that have the Tupperware, putting it in their purse.
You're just seeing like round the clock staff members that have like dollies and they're constantly bringing in barrels of mead like they're kegs and they're constantly bringing them in and they're just breaking them in and they're just like putting a couple hoses in them. Then they're taking smaller ones up on the side for anybody who wants to take them that they took like these like quarter-sized kegs and then they took like the local woodsmith and they just like made a handle to them. So for anybody who just wants it, they just sliced off the top and then you got yourself like a keg
People
to go
filling up
kind of
ye
like
olde beer hat.
yeah. At this point, there's already enough people that are pre-toasted, much like going to some kind of like event and like
Any
everybody gets
sporting event.
any sporting event and people get drunk before the game even starts. At this point, time starts moving forward. You start noticing more people starts moving around. At this point, all the people that are named have started to kind of go around to shake hands and kiss babies. You see Calandra going around, and it seems like a lot of people that like her are the local druids, clerics, and witches. As they're going around, and she's going around, she's given a little bit of respect and some love to them. You do see Mortov going around, and a couple of the fighters actually really respect him. So you actually see the two Leonin actually talk to him for a little bit. And then he goes around, and it looks like there are some warriors that were kicked out before, and they couldn't make the cut, but they're still there to like respect him. And then for Thrine, you see basically every person who's not part of those groups, like one in like 5 seconds with her. Currently, right now, she's walking around with her sword. She does not have a sheath. She does not have anything to hold it up. So she's constantly just holding on her back, and she does not care if some of the metal is actually cutting into her skin. She just has it resting on her skin. Some of the steel's steel in that metal. At this point, you start to see that merchandise is now open. Between the last hour to couple hours, they have enchanted enough of the clothing to give everyone merchandise. For you guys, there are 3 different kind of clothings for different kind of outfits. There's one piece for Alistair and one piece for Manon. It just shows like one that's just like a full purple and one that's a full red and just has like crop versions of you guys. And the other one is basically a logo that was pressed onto Bjorn, and it's done on full black and brown. And these can be done either in a full jacket, shirts, or any kind of accessories. Right now, because you guys aren't known, nobody's really buying anything from you, but currently a lot of people are buying stuff for Thrine and Mortov, and some people are buying stuff for the Lion Brothers.
Do they have little flags?
There are no flags yet.
That's what I'm looking for.
I'm gonna scoot on over to Bjorn. 2 things. 1, take my weapons, and I like undo my belt, and I just like throw my scimitars and my pouches and stuff on him. I don't trust anybody else. Well, I trust this group, which is why I'm leaving it. But you have the most swords, so it makes sense. Anyway, 2nd, I'm not good at talking to people, but you kind of are.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe we should hype ourselves up? How do we do that?
Well, in my experience in these sort of things, an introduction is always best. But before then, maybe we should drum up a little bit of business. Anyone's more than welcome to come, but I think I'm going to go to the merch stand for a minute.
I'm going to stay sitting where I am, but I am going to send Biscuit with Bjorn.
Okay.
Should
So
we
you have a
come with?
little imp with otter-colored markings on your shoulder or hanging about you, flitting about you.
I
I
will.
feel like we just have food. We just came back from the food table, so we hand
I will-
Manon a whole bunch too.
Oh, I took a bunch of kebabs. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give some of them to Alistair. And be
A
like,
full
"Here,
bouquet of
two."
kebabs. Just got like a whole like fistful in one
Let's
hand.
give him 2. I've got
So-
2. He's got 2.
Yeah, while they were doing that, Joe, can I, because I wanted to do this before the fight, can I activate that scroll?
Sure. Are you gonna do it in public, or are you gonna go find a spot?
I mean, I'll try to go find a spot. I don't really want to like be flailing around in public.
Sure. Okay.
Go into a bathroom stall and they just hear you screaming.
All right, so you go back to a
Yes,
spot
the
where there's like
box or-
benches for you guys to put stuff down, and you open up the scroll. Immediately as you're holding the scroll, it does become you can translate it, and it immediately shows like just a standard like humanoid frame, and it just shows that they're just covered in tattoos. It looks like it's originally in Elvish, but it just all of a sudden appears in whatever you considered like the most common language for yourself. And you just look at it, and it just gives like a couple warnings first. It's like, note that once the scroll is activated, it cannot be deactivated. Once the scroll happens, the scroll can never be used again. And be warned that this scroll should not be used during treacherous times, as you will be out of control for 20 seconds.
Okay, that's. Is there any way I can modify it so it's just not on my face? I feel like that's like the one thing that he would be like.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll say it goes up.
Everywhere else is fine.
We'll say it goes up to your neck. How about we say it goes up to like neckline? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you find a spot.
I'll,
Okay. It just, you can see in your language it says when you're ready to activate the scroll, just say the command word, and it just looks like the command word is just ready.
got it. Okay. Yeah, it's like Guten Tag. Yeah, he's like looks around, make sure there's nothing around that I can break. And I was like, guess we'll see how bad this is. Ready?
Okay. As you do, immediately the parchment turns into eldritch energy as you immediately let it go out of instinct, and it just kind of like floats there, and immediately just stretches out to fit your frame. Immediately, the tattoos on it turns into glyphs, and everything else of the parchment disappears, leaving a frame of parchment. As you immediately are locked by hold person still, as immediately they start to come slower and slower to you, and then like 2 seconds later, they stop and they just slam at your body, and you immediately feel the most powerful kick, like almost like a Tiamat just kicked you in the face. Like all of a sudden you just get thrown to the back wall, and you never felt such pain before in your life. You feel like your body's just ripping apart, and immediately as you do this, it's not the most pleasant feeling. You are feeling the tattoos etch your skin, not by needle, but by magic, and you still feel like your skin, like almost like a wound that will never go away. You're getting these tattoo like scars on your body until all of a sudden, like at the end of the 20 seconds, you finally just drop to your knees and it's done, and you just breathe. And if you weren't like resistant or immune to fire, you'd feel your body just burning right now. But you're able to look at your body, and your body's red, but you assume if it was pale, you'd see like your body inflamed right now from all like the sores. But you're able to get up, and you do see tattoos go all the way up from like your palm up to your shoulders, to your neck, down, all the way to your toes.
Okay. I'm gonna instantly like cast Cure Wounds on myself to get rid of that.
Okay.
Just to help.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. Cool. Question.
Yeah.
Now that I'm using this for the first time since I've left home, is my Cure Wounds and my Cone of Fire? No, Burning Hands. Is that amplified now because of Mom and Dad paired together now finally, and they were like beefing stuff?
No, that would have just still been the thing, whether they would or not.
Okay, because I know you said that like I felt really good, and it felt like things were amplified now that they're together.
Yeah, well, it would have been amplified if you stayed in the realm.
Okay.
In the pocket dimension.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, you got
I just know that that's where my stuff comes from, so I didn't know if he's amplified, if it boosts my stuff.
Sure. It's essentially, it would have been like super powerful if you stayed in that realm, and just being in their presence would have just set you into overdrive.
Copy that. Cool. All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. Once it's done, I'm just kind of like, I'll like try to like pull my armor up a little bit to like look down and see what it looks like.
Open up your trousers for a second. Wow, got everything. All right.
Oh God, it's a lighthouse. Yeah, I'm like pulling up the sleeves and like trying to see everything.
Okay.
And then I'll head back to the group.
Okay. With all that, there is immediately, like half an hour before everything begins, the music goes to a stop and you start hearing as like someone who's doing the drums is just going, starts in the middle and then goes and then immediately just starts strumming down in the center. As immediately you kind of like, almost like someone like turning on and off the lights before like the actual event starts, you immediately register that this is everyone get to their seats.
Oh, did Bjorn and them have time to go do their thing with the selling art?
Oh, yeah. So we're, take it back. Bjorn, what were you doing?
If I will smile at Roneen because she let me borrow Biscimp, and I will look at her and say, when he goes up, Eldritch Blast, trust me. And I will make myself to the merch stand.
When
and I
who
will
goes up
specifically-
where?
When Biscuit Imp. When he flies up, just trust me.
Biscimp.
Right?
We got this. We got this, Biscimp.
Do I need to come?
What's your choice?
You're not going to destroy property, are you?
No, I'm going to hype up. I'm going to build you up. The anticipation.
I feel like we should probably be there then.
That doesn't
Do I
leave the
just look over
mystery.
and see that you're fucking covered in tattoos now?
I mean, I think my hands are like, that would be the only thing that's visible.
Yeah, I mean, most of his body's actually covered already, so you only see like if you're naturally always paying attention to the little things about Alistair, then yes, you would. Otherwise, you do not notice.
I'm not answering that question. Do I just notice the neck tattoos?
I gotta see the picture of Alistair to notice. I'd
Yeah,
say
is he covered all the way up the neck?
is
No, it goes to like here, I think.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what the new armor. What's the radiant?
Oh
armor?
no, the new armor. Yeah, no, it goes up pretty high, so no, you would not see the neck tattoos.
Okay, cool. I will not comment on it yet. I feel like we should probably go with Bjorn.
No, if you go, it destroys the illusion. We want you to be mysterious until you enter the arena in your full glory. This is just selling, getting the crowd ready to support you. So you have
Want us
that,
to go hide?
audience advantage. I mean, you probably have to prepare. I would imagine they want you somewhere, but unless they're just going to call you from your seats, either way. I would assume they will announce the teams as they come out, so there's probably a spot that they'll tell you to go.
I mean, if you're selling us as mysterious and spooky and unknown, we probably shouldn't be seen publicly eating kebabs. So,
Kebabs.
I like the idea.
all right. I just hand Alistair his kebabs. I guess we go hide.
Thanks.
So, quick point of order, Joe.
Mhm.
That first combat we did, I actually forgot that I was supposed to only be able to do touch spells through a familiar,
Oh,
and I have stuck with that since then. So I don't know that an Eldritch Blast is actually going to happen.
I mean, so
So,
far
and
you've been
we
able to
just
do Eldritch.
retcon it?
Well, at this point, you've been doing
I
Eldritch
did
Blast
it
through it. So
Yeah, I did it that one time, and then I realized that it was a mistake, so I haven't since then. So I'm going to let you rule on that.
I'll say the only thing you can do that's not touch is Eldritch Blast. Outside of that,
Okay, thank you.
then follow the rules. But you can do Eldritch Blast.
Yay! We like Biscuit being able to do Eldritch Blast.
So I will.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go ahead. Sorry, Joe.
No, you're good.
I will make my way to the merch stand, specifically the area that's selling the Devilish Duo.
Okay.
And as I do, whip out my lyre and almost start playing almost like a fiddling song.
Okay.
And as I reach there, two devils came to this place looking for some beatings to deal. They're getting ready, and your hearts they will soon steal. So get out your gold and watch the hurt, and don't forget your limited edition Devilish Duo merch. And I will throw Bisque Imp up in the air, and hopefully Roneen sees it. And I want him to cast an Eldritch Blast in the air, and kind of as a, this is the shit to get.
I am going to have him just shoot Eldritch Blast straight into the sky. Have her shoot Eldritch Blast straight into the sky.
As far as illustration, just for cinematic appeal, does Biscuit shoot from hand or just immediately like puke out Eldritch Blast?
She's gonna still puke it out the same way she does in her
All
otter
right.
form.
So immediately toss in the air and immediately this glow comes from the mouth, and this otter imp just immediately shoots out this beam of energy in the air, and immediately like these drummers immediately like dodge out of the way as this, and immediately everybody looks, and like immediately some people worry. I'll have
and as soon as the blast goes off, then she's just gonna kind of stay aloft and kind of do figure eights sort of around Bjorn's head.
Okay.
Does it fall into sparkles?
Oh, well, hang on. Bjorn, performance with advantage, because you're getting help from Roneen on this.
Okay. That's a nat 20 for a 30. So all the merch.
As you immediately fire yourself, everybody looks. Even the people who just be like, "No, this is not allowed." Oh no, that's pretty cool. You're immediately looking right there, and immediately
Are they within 60 feet of me?
Sure. Yeah.
I am going to follow that up, use minor illusion to have green sparks shower down like fireworks.
Okay. All right. So with all that, the two witches in front of you just kind of like looks like, and they immediately bring out more clothing that they're supposed to make like replicas of, and they start like bringing like more expensive clothing, and they immediately take an image of like that and take an image of this, and they start like making more stuff.
That's all I got for right now until intro time. So hopefully that pumps up our sales and gets people on their sides.
I'm watching from the staircase like, oh my god.
I mean, that was pretty impressive.
I was not discreet as I thought it was going to be, but I don't know how to market, so I'm going to leave.
At this point now, the drums start going on. Eventually, someone announces as Calandra, Thrine, and Mordov immediately head back to their spots. You do see a person go in the middle of the arena, wearing what looks like full armor, but it's more or less leathers. Has like a long braided silver knotted hair. And then starts like looking around, and everybody looks confused by this person. Like nobody knows who this person is. And then everybody's just kind of wondering, it's like, wait, and it's immediately just kind of puts the hands up in the air, and everybody instinctively just knows, all right, time to be quiet. Announcements are going to happen. Welcome everyone to our 10th annual Tournament Champions. I'd like to welcome all of our contestants and everyone who's coming here to watch them fight. We could not do this without you. And everybody's just like clapping, confused. What? Who? What? I'm sure y'all wondering, who is this stupid idiot coming out to talk in front of you? What is this? What's happening? And immediately just kind of like looks around and immediately starts casting a spell against one corner of the stage, a spell to the other corner of the stage, spell to the other corner of the stage, and spell to the other corner of the stage to make sure that the effect of the stage still takes into place, to stop magic from entering that you weren't born with, and to stop weapons from entering, immediately making you drop them as soon as you pass by. as he immediately just kind of pulls the hood up, as some people's like, oh, and immediately pulls up the hood and immediately just takes the hood and just rips off the clothing and the skin like a huge glove. And you immediately see this Azamar stand there in front of you. Everybody starts applauding as you immediately see a tall elvish Azamar wearing tailored black cloak with this very expensive leather strap around. He sees high boots, long fur cloak, and a beautiful head of hair that is pure black. Just spinning this overly large dagger in his hand as he's just summoning like 30 duplicates around as everybody's cheering for him, as he's just giving himself like stereo effect as he's doing it, as everybody starts clapping for Prince of Valar Armeos, the grandson of the king itself. Just without further ado, bards to the stage, warriors to the front. We'll begin momentarily. As immediately every duplicate kind of goes to each corner and they immediately just summon magic in their hand of this purplish and greenish energy, and they immediately just aim it towards the center all, and it creates like this large illusion of himself. And everyone enjoy. As he immediately claps his hand as everything goes dark, and immediately only the lights of the stage and a little bit around it is illuminated.
No pressure.
Guess this is time.
You
to go.
got this.
As Manon, Alistair, you got to go meet up with two other teams over in the front of the arena, which is right here. You do see the two Leonins, the orc, and the goblin standing there. The goblin looks super giddy. Not only does she look like she's excited for this, but she just looks like she just loves to kill. The orc seems like it's her conscience. Like, he's the big brother, but he's almost so like, calm down. We can't kill people here, but we can buck them up. Between the two Leonins, it looks like the one with the armor is just holding stoic, while this whole time it looks like the other Leonin has been fighting against like these summoned wooden automatons, like basically training dummies, and he's been just like breaking them with jabs and crosses and then like resummoning in them and stuff like that. As immediately you just see the prince come by, announcing our contenders. The Warriors of the Green, as immediately the orc and the goblin immediately cheer. She immediately climbs up on his back and like stands on him. Like, "Gah!" Just immediately just starts like screaming out like she's got like giant person energy in her, kind of like that, and just totally like jumping around. He's just like, calm down, calm the fuck down. And eventually goes over to.
I feel like at Alistair, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Goes over to
Find my back.
To the Lion Brothers, and immediately you just see the armored one just stand there, doesn't do anything, and then the unarmored one is just doing quick jabs and trying to impress everyone. And our new contenders, the Devilish Duo, and the lights immediately goes on you guys.
I think if Manon stands there for too long, I'm gonna reach down and like grab her hand and like hold it up in the air like this.
I'm gonna,
And
yeah,
then-
that's
And
pretty
then
much
I'll
what's
do
gonna
the
happen.
like with my hand over hers. I'll be like, I will do that like over the top.
I'll try to sell it.
Okay.
I'm letting him do the thing.
All right, so both of you gave me a performance check.
I'm just gonna mean mug it as the serious one. Ooh, I have no stuff. This is awkward.
That's a solid
That's
12.
unusual. That's a 6.
People cheer. People cheer for the Warriors of the Green. People semi-cheer for the Lion Brothers. You hear maybe 10 people cheer for you guys as it happens.
And it's the entire group.
It's just us. Whoop.
There's like
Awesome.
and a very loud, echoing, weirdly echoing otter squeak.
Azalia is just
I'm
loud enough
gonna-
for all of us.
I'm gonna flip off the crowd.
immediately
We turn into the
Yeah,
heels.
okay.
as you do this,
I can just flip off.
the princess is like, ooh, interesting development. Well, we'll see where that goes.
The bold move, Cotton. Never pays off.
As the prince is just like, well, with half an hour of time left, everybody stay at your seats. We will now release merch to everyone. Custom cups, new coats, I've been told, and flags of money. Enjoy. And in half hour time, we will begin our arena. Enjoy. As the area starts to illuminate, but just enough where you have to rely on dark vision to still be able to see. At this point, you do see like these gnomes that go around, and they're holding flags all over, and they're doing the thing. Get your favorite team flag here.
Go
You're
over here. I want the red one and the purple one. Over here. Over here.
Got it. Starts coming up to the crowd. That's gonna be 10 gold apiece.
Hand him the 10, and I'm waving them both.
Going around immediately. People like look confused at you. It's like, oh, I guess I'll take the red one. I'll take the red one. All right. Immediately gives. Well, let's see where this goes. And you're seeing a lot more people going for the green, and a few people going for what is the yellow for the Lion Brothers. And it seems currently in favor for Warriors of the Green. As you're seeing there's currently like a magical kind of like a roulette going up in the sky, kind of showing the orders of the fights. It looks like occasionally in this roulette, there is what is called wild, something that can happen that people are kind of hoping for. Like, oh, come on, let it be. It'll be a bloodbath. We want it. So I need Alistair or Manon to roll initiative for me. Either or, but not both.
You got it, Chief. I never roll good initiative.
For Fox Lake. All right.
Wow.
I add my
Deep
initiative
Midwest
score, or
Yes.
okay. That's a 16.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for the Warriors of the Green. Interesting. Okay. As this is going on, it looks like it's gonna wait till the last second to finally go. You start seeing now limited merchants going around. You see the shirts going around with you guys and stuff like that. Eventually, you see two different kind of limited merches going around for you guys, but it's limited merches for everyone. One specifically kind of like shows like at the bottom of this jacket, shows Bjorn kind of like half-bodied up, and you just see the flying biscuit in the air and just like green sparkles all over the place. And then the last one shows like the buddy cop thing between Alistair and Manon, like backs to them, kind of like that. And then on top of them shows actually shows Imp Biscuit just kind of like standing there crossing his arms, kind of thing. They are kind of getting more people intrigued. As people go, it's like, oh, you know, kind of like when you go to an event, you're not sure who to root for, but you're like, but that's a dope ass shirt. They must be good. I'll give them a chance. That's a cool shirt. You know, like it's, you know, and it's kind of winning your favor with some of the limited edition merch.
Bad cop.
I'm gonna need one of those jackets. I'm gonna need one of those jackets, sir.
You're gonna.
But I was just like to Alistair, was that too?
So for these long coats, each jacket is 100 gold apiece.
I'm buying a jacket. Take my money. Take it.
All right. By wearing a coat, you automatically give a boost to the team that you're rooting for. So if you have a coat, you automatically give the team essentially a +1 to their attack bonus.
And
I am still a cheapskate, and I am going to cast Minor Illusion to have Biscuit waving one of each flag as she swoops and flutters around us.
Do the flags do anything or no?
The flags, eventually between rounds they will, but nothing right now. It depends on what happens between rounds. So essentially it's going to be between rounds, where does the crowd actually side? And that's going to be based on flags.
So I was going to do this anyway. I was actually going to, before you said this gave us a boost, I'm going to buy one of the coats.
Okay.
And do the full medieval times jousting night thing where I take it and I'm going to like fly up over the crowd and look for somebody that like looks kind of excited, and I'm gonna drop it to them.
Oh, okay. All right. So you sweat, and you get a coat, and you go look around. All right. Picture in my head. Okay.
Like even if it's
No. I got a good idea. So there is a father-son in this crowd. They are what looks like oddballs, but to you, they look like the brightest the brightest diamond in this overall rough. You do see that they look like they are specifically high elves, but they do have small horns. And it looks like he is cheering you on because you guys are as weird as he is.
I'm gonna land in the stairs and
Okay.
like try to like walk over and be like, "Hey, buddy."
Hi.
And I'll hand it to him.
He just holds it.
I'm like, throw it on a second. And then if he puts it on, I'm actually gonna be like, "Do you mind, Dad?"
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pick him up, put him on my shoulders, and like fly up and like show him cheering to the crowd with like the coat on and stuff like that.
Okay. You win the crowd's favor. More people buy your flags.
Cool. I'll like take him back down. I'll be like, "We'll do this for you, buddy." And I'll like give him like knuckles and then fly back.
You just made that kid's day.
Hell yeah.
Good comeback.
Unless you lose in the first
You
round.
got the heel
you give a
and the
coat to a
hero. It's fine.
Manon's flipping everybody off. Alistair's just like, I give to the people.
I just did a make.
I'll go get a Macho Man ready 7 to make him powers all over again.
Yeah, no, I just did a make a wish. Don't worry.
With that, time goes on as eventually the roulette stops spinning as everybody goes quiet knowing this happens. With this, with all of it going on, it immediately goes and goes, and you start to see the flags like switching back and forth. It's to show who's facing who. And immediately as it happens, all flags initiate at once as everybody immediately cheers, immediately showing it will be a battle royale for the first round. 3 teams in 1 arena. With that, bards are set up front, warriors are at the ready, and we're going to end it there.
Woohoo!
Just leave it on a cliffhanger. Dun, dun,
Dun dun
It'll be
dun.
fine.
So that means it gives Bjorn some time to make himself a whole speech. So when we start next time, Bjorn will be ready to do his bard moment.
His
Bard introduction.
Hey, I was putting that work in already, but gives me more time.
There you go.
The best
Excellent.
bard
You can
now.
polish it.
So
Oh,
so we will have the bards for next one, and then it'll be all 3 teams fighting against each other. Whoever wins, if you guys win, you get to face off Mortov. So we'll end it there. Thank you for everybody watching. We'll have another one. We'll have the sequel to this next Tuesday. So in a week, we will continue this up. So if you want to see what happens, check out for that at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And if you
throw
missed
the horns for the devil duo.
and if you've missed anything, all our VODs are on YouTube. And if you missed any of our other campaigns, our VODs on YouTube. But if you want to check out Daggerheart, we do have our Daggerheart campaign continuing tomorrow, where they're gonna face off against security inside of a giant skyscraper. So
Or a Nakatomi Plaza.
uh,
D&D. Well, few dice,
damn it, that
huh?
should have been a
Few
Christmas
rounds.
episode. Fuck.
That would have been awesome.
That being said, everybody have a fantastic night, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.